Alrighty, guys, welcome back to Steeler Nation Australia. If you like my content, hit that like, hit that sub. It is early morning here in Australia. It's 7 a.m. And I thought, you know what better time to make a video and talk about our team and the loss that happened yesterday. What I do want to focus on this question that's going around the internet right now, going around the Steelers universe, the question of a Pittsburgh Steelers rebuild. Now, what does that really consist of? You know, this rebuild phrase is thrown out pretty much everywhere where you see a team losing. The Jags losing, Lions, Commanders, Falcons to a certain degree after the Super Bowl debacle, right? You know, the Browns, Cincinnati Bengals, and the cellar dweller for years. This idea of a rebuild, what does it consist? What really makes a team go from, I guess, winning culture, which the Steelers were, and I believe still can be, to naming themselves or going through a rebuild? You know what I mean? Like, what does it do? The front offices, like the Rooneys and the actual organization, go, you know what? We're in rebuild mode right now. We better go out there and lose every single game we can. I don't believe they do. I don't believe they do. I believe this in this NFL, right? All 32 teams have owners, big power players. Like, the organization is made of money. They're all to do with the business, right? And the best way to make money is to be successful. I don't think these teams want to go through the mud and be considered to be a rebuilding team. I just don't understand how that really works for their benefit. I believe the best chance for success in building a brand is by winning. Like, when teams win, you look at the Patriot dynasty, what they went through with Tom Brady, one of the biggest teams around the world, right? You look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, winning culture, 4 Super Bowls back in the 70s and 2 most recent ones, right? And we've always had a chance in the playoffs. We haven't been through this idea of a rebuild, right, for maybe a very long time, if ever. I just don't understand it, because to me, a rebuild is knocking everything down. It's in the name. You have to knock every single thing down. You got to get rid of the head coach, which some people do want to. You have to get rid of the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, staffing. You have to get rid of everyone that is connected to the Steelers and bring in complete new people. That's what needs to happen for a rebuild. You're pretty much saying what we've done so far is not good enough. Scrap it all and start again. And I just don't see that the Pittsburgh Steelers would do that, because the reason why I don't see the Pittsburgh Steelers would do that, because rebuild, if that is an actual thing, well, I don't think it is. If that is a real thing, then rebuilds consist of tanking, right? Tanking on purpose, or designing your team to tank and put him in the worst position that they have a chance to win. You know, by playing your quarterback number 3, by playing or sitting guys that are healthier or slightly injured, and putting in some bad pieces to verse superior teams, right? You tanking by design is possibly, it's not. I don't think it's legal in the NFL. I think the NFL doesn't like that, and if you get caught doing it, you're in big trouble, right? They want to see competitive games from both sides, but tanking is something, I think, more of a fan image on things. A lot of fans will say, go out there and tank and get the best pick. To me, I don't believe in tanking at all. Why would I want to waste 9 months of my time waiting for the season? And when the season gets around and we're sitting at the point of 2-6 right now, why am I going to say for the next nine games, I want the Pittsburgh Steelers to lose the next 9 games so we can lock up a number 1 draft pick or top 3? Why would I say that? That to me is wasting my time. I'm better off not even watching the Steelers if I think that. Why would I turn a game on to watch the black and gold if I cheer them to lose? That to me is not being a good supporter, And that to me is ludicrous. I just don't understand that. I don't understand this model of tanking because it doesn't get you anywhere. The teams like the Browns, the Jags, the Jets. The Jets have got better this year, right? But they've been a bad team since 2010. They've been this motion of top 5 picks all the time. The Lions have been down there for many years. And I've got my good mate Derek, and he doesn't support tanking either. Because once you go down that road of starting to lose, it affects the locker room. And one person in the draft next year, top 3, top 10, is not going to turn this team around. It's a cultural thing. It's an organizational thing from top to bottom, right? And if you clean sweep and cut out all the coaches, you fire a few executives and whatever, then what are you left with? You're left with bare bones. This is something I think the Pittsburgh Steelers and my generation have not gone through. Since 2004, I've been a fan, and we have not gone through this adversity of we've had winning seasons since 2002. Winning seasons since 2002. We've had a chance to go to the playoffs every single time since 2002. Okay. Where's the adversity? Where's the, hey, we'll get them next time? Everyone's panicking, mannequin right now at 2-6 going. There's no chance. We suck. We're terrible. We're a bad team. I will not watch until Tomlin's gone, until Canada's gone, until Austin's gone, until all the teams gone. Kenny sucks. He's a bust. Everyone sucks. Najee sucks. They all suck. Now, I agree with you on most of those statements. The team is in bad shape. But why would you give up watching the game? Why would you give up entertaining yourself and cheering and supporting your team? They're 2-6. So what? You move on. You enjoy the bye. You go away on holiday. You come back for the Saints game, and you cheer them on when TJ gets back. And we have back-to-back home games. If you win that game, you're 3-6. If you win the next game, you're 4-6, and you're back at it. I would never support the idea of tanking, ever. I would not turn my TV on to watch the Pittsburgh Steelers and say, you know what? I want to see them lose. I don't care if they're 2-14 and it's the last game of the season and we need to lose that game, right, in order to get the number 1 draft pick over another team. And if we win that game, we end up getting the 4th draft pick or the 3rd. I would still rather see the team win than fall down and be the worst team in the league. In the NRL, we have something called the wooden spoon, which is the worst team out of all 16 teams in the rugby league competition. If you're given the wooden spoon, it means you played the worst, you got the least victories, right? Now, in the NFL, if you're given the worst, and here might be the problem as well, right? If you're deemed the worst team in the NFL, you are rewarded with the best pick. Okay, and I get that. I get the idea. If you're the worst team in the NFL, you get the best pick. It encourages you to build around that player and try and get better. That's the model. But isn't that interesting? The worse you play as an organization, you get rewarded for better picks, right? Which encourages then people and fans to support the idea of tanking. But I don't do that. In hardship in life, whatever you go through, I always cheer myself on. If I'm playing sport in my personal life, I cheer myself on to win and be victorious and be successful. I don't lay around the dumps for months and months and months waiting for a lotto ticket to fly by and I grab the ticket and I'd be an instantaneous millionaire. No, I work hard at my life in all aspects of things, and I go from there. I try and be a winner every single day. That's what I try and do. Even in the hard times when I'm going through stuff I'm going through, I try and be a winner, right? I don't sit in my misery. And that's what I think a lot, the idea of tanking, it puts you in that misery aspect of supporting your team. And I would never entertain that idea. No matter what, if we are 0-16, I will still try and cheer them on to win, to get that one game. All right, guys, I'll see you later.